My name is Pete Nix, and I directed The Waiting Room, which is about Highland Hospital in East Oakland. Ostensibly, it's a film about healthcare, but it's actually about much more than that. It's more about the community and sort of our common humanity.
I never had anything happen to me. It was like my invincible 20s.
It's okay.
This is just a little pose.
I won't go until you're ready, okay, Deja?
32-year-old male, gunshot wound in the lower left, looks like it's through and through.
He's diagnosed with a stroke, was kicked out the door and sent here.
Audiences these days want a variety of ways to interact with story, whether it's going to the theater or whether it's, watching it on Netflix or playing a video game or having an interactive experience online. Audiences, want different ways of experiencing story, and so we came up with this idea as part of the way to raise money. We came up with an idea of a digital interactive storytelling project in the waiting room where we would, since people are stuck for sometimes up to 14 hours, why not give them an opportunity to engage their story, to share their story, and to potentially share those stories with each other in the outside world, particularly at a moment when, in the healthcare debate, when their voices weren't being heard.
The beds in the department in the hospital are full, so nobody moves.
The power of the film really comes from the sum of its parts, and we always talked about that in the edit room, and as we were constructing the film, we really were trying to create, an experience and an emotional journey for the audience that would communicate the totality of the problem, that it's not just one individual who's being challenged by problems with access to health care. It's not one individual caregiver who's going to, change the system. I was very upset, just like a lot of people who lived in Oakland, when the theater got, shut down. And I think particularly cities like Oakland need a place like this, where all kinds of different people can kind of come together. And that's what the waiting room was for us. It was this profound metaphor of community, that you have a space where people come together that normally wouldn't come together, cutting across race and class lines. And that's really the definition of a healthy community, is when you can create a framework for that happening. We hope to come back here with our next film.